Good morning, friends. I hope you're having a great day out there in your gardens. Well, I am so excited to be spending the day with you. We have lots to get done today. We need to plant a brand new crop of flowers for fall. I'm primarily going to be focusing on spray flowers, so we're going to be planting some annual baby's breath. I also want to start to think about Christmas already. After all, it is Christmas in July, and I want to start prepping for the dried flower Christmas tree. So let's get started on a fun day of gardening together. The variety of baby's breath that we're going to be planting is called Covent Garden. It's a beautiful white baby's breath. It grows about 2 feet tall, comes to maturity in 50 to 60 days. I'm going to space the seeds initially 4 inches apart, and then I'm going to thin them down to 8 to 12 inches apart. I'm going to do 2 rows here, spaced about 12 inches apart. And I think this is just going to be lovely. These seeds only need to be covered with 1/8 of an inch of soil. So I'm just using my grandma's hand trowel. I'll just lightly sprinkle these seeds onto the soil. And then we'll just lightly cover them up with soil. I've read that this variety of baby's breath readily self-seeds in the garden. So I think I'm also going to sprinkle some of the seeds over in the driveway garden and see if that is in fact true. All these ones back here in the raised bed are going to be harvested, so they won't be able to go to seed, but I do want to test that out. I've been thinking about the dried flower Christmas tree non-stop ever since 2 Christmases ago when we did that beautiful dried flower Christmas tree on my ginormous Green Mountain arborvitae. That tree has gotten so big now that I really cannot decorate it anymore. It's easily 20 feet tall. So this year, for the first time ever, I think I want to do a full-size cut Christmas tree here in the book nook. Let me know where I should put it in the book nook. I'm not sure if I should put it center in the book nook or maybe somewhere over here to the side. But essentially, as you walk down the main flower walk, I want there to be a ginormous dried flower Christmas tree right near or in the center of the book nook. And then I want to have that small pencil tree in the library that's also going to be full of dried flowers. And I've been collecting a lot of dried flowers, but I'm going to keep it a secret this year in regards to what we're going to do in the library. However, I'm not going to keep a secret what we're going to do on the exterior of the library. So I picked up this book today, French Country Cottage Christmas, and check out this picture of this amazing Christmas tree with panicle hydrangeas, snowberries. I think I also see some astranthia. It also appears that she's using some fresh roses on this tree and also some fresh microphylla hydrangeas. I don't think I'll do any fresh flowers on our outside tree because I want it to last as long as possible and I don't want it to get expensive. We're going to have to buy the cut tree as it is, so I'd rather just fill it with things that are growing in the garden. So what I want to do is harvest a bunch of incredible hydrangeas from the front of the property. Some of those blooms have fallen onto the boxwood, so I want to take those blooms away, giving the boxwood more air. And I also need to remedy what's going on with my firelight hydrangea, which I cut back, aka harvested too deep into the plant last year and is now completely flopped over. This June we had some major thunderstorms which really knocked down some things in the garden. Thankfully, the limelight hydrangeas were able to take the storm in stride. No major destruction to those ones. But if I turn you this way and show you the corner of the garden, right here I have a firelight hydrangea that was just completely knocked over in one of those storms. So I was able to cut 3 nice big buckets of firelight hydrangea blooms from the plant that had fallen over. I filled up these buckets with about 2 inches of water. So here's one hydrangea that we can use for the tree this year. I just harvested 2 buckets of incredible hydrangeas, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and harvest all the remaining blooms off this Gatsby Gal oak leaf hydrangea. They look beautiful right now, and they're this lovely antique mauve and lime green color, but these are quickly gonna age to brown in about a month's time, so I might as well pick them. And since I'm running out of flower buckets at the moment, I'm gonna stick them in an old laundry basket. Finally, laundry that we can look forward to doing. Hydrangea laundry. My family is going to be so confused when they see this in the basement. So it's currently July 29th and I'm in South Central Pennsylvania. This time of year we can harvest things like incredible hydrangeas, really any smooth hydrangea and oak leaf hydrangeas, and just put them in a bucket without any water. At this point in the growing season, they're completely dry. With the firelight hydrangeas, they are partially dry, but that very tip still had a little bit of moisture in it. That's why I put a little bit of water in the bucket. Those stems can take one last final drink before just drying there in the bucket in the basement. So I'll just put all those buckets and my hamper of hydrangeas in the basement, and then during the Christmas season we'll bring them out and decorate the dried flower Christmas tree together. Before I say goodbye for the day, I wanted to tell you about some upcoming projects that I have planned. These are new projects that have just fallen into my lap. A few videos back, I think I said something along the lines of, I'm not really planning to do anything major over here anymore. Well, that went out the window this morning when I saw a picture which made me want to completely renovate the garden area that you see when you walk in the gate. It's actually an area of the garden that I don't enjoy showing you a lot, and I've never known what I wanted to do with it. It borders our addition, it borders our kitchen, and it just never made any sense to me. It doesn't serve a purpose. All that to say, I'm going to turn it into a bistro seating area with primarily boxwood, stone, gravel, and also some climbing hydrangeas. So we're going to be working on that as soon as things cool down a little bit. The major project that we're going to be working on is that we're going to be doing a ginormous garden makeover over at my parents' house. They want to take out every single plant, I think every single plant in the front of their house and do an incredibly low maintenance garden out there. Lots of boxwood, hydrangea. They have a 2-story house. It's a beautiful colonial home, and their garden is located on only one side of their house. So I think it'll be a really interesting renovation. It's also really different than mine because they have a huge oak tree right in the front of their house. So we're going to be dealing probably with what I would say is some drought issues. The plants over there are probably going to maybe need some supplemental water, or we're going to need to find plants that can handle that type of position where they're competing with an oak tree. I hope you'll stay tuned for lots of garden renovation videos. Here I was saying I was going to take a break this year, take it easy, but you know what? Sometimes opportunities and inspiration just strike, and why not take advantage of them? And I'll definitely take you along for the journey, good, bad, or otherwise. No matter what, it'll definitely involve some more hydrangeas. I'll see you then. Bye. Gracie, you cooling down? Say, yeah, Mama, it's hot out here. I'm cooking. I think you need a bigger pool.